Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Nikster Budgetz, and today I know it's been a minute since I've posted a video, but we are back. Today we're going to do a budget with me, and as you can see I have my bi-weekly budget little form right here. So if that seems like some content that you may be interested in, then go ahead and continue to keep hitting the subscribe button. I just appreciate everyone that's been, sticking with me and watching my videos. I'm really just doing it for the fun of it now, because at this point I just don't think I would ever get monetized. But if I do, I would really appreciate it if everyone just subscribes and continue to like the videos and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. So if you want to get into my budget with me, then keep on watching. Okay, so as you can see, we're getting started here. What we're going to do is we're going to start adding up all the totals of each section. So we're going to add up the bills. We're going to add up the variable expenses. We're going to add up the fixed expenses. And then we're going to do a recap, because usually this paycheck, I don't have any money left over for sinking funds. So we added up the bills. Yep, we added up the bills, and we had to take, what I'm going to do is, instead of getting the whole $178 for the Georgia Power bill, we're going to put $89. And then once we get the other half from my second paycheck of the month, then we'll add that, and then we'll pay our Georgia Power bill. Because somehow I end up getting behind. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, somehow I end up not paying it in July. And so when I paid in August, I paid for July. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. So it got confusing. So we added that up and we put our total. And now we're adding up for the variables, and we got our total. And then we're adding up for the fixed, and we got our total. Now we're going to add up how much money we're bringing in, and then we're going to subtract each total, one from the bills, one from the variable, and one from the fixed. And that is what's going to give us our remaining number. So now we're doing that for our variable, and then we're going to subtract our fixed, and that's going to give us our remainder. And I think we didn't have quite enough, because we needed 310. And we only had 307 left. So what I did was I took 10 off of the groceries, which I have a buffer in my account now. So your girl's been trying. And so it's not going to hurt anything for the grocery buffer. And so now we're actually at 300. And then if you subtract that, we would have had $7 and some change left. And so now we're going to write down our recap and get all of our numbers. And then all of these numbers for the recap should equal what we're bringing home, which is $14.67. And as you can see, we did our calculations and it equals that. And so now we are to a zero balance. And that is what I do on this channel. And, in my life, I get my budget down to a zero balance, so I know where every dollar is going. So as you can see, I've got my cash planning, notepad out. And I got this from the Aesthetic Dollar. And I just love this. And so I'm writing down everything that I want to take out to cash stuff. And usually what it is all of my variables stay in, except for the P.O. box and the Microsoft. And then my fixed also comes out, and I cash stuff that. And then some of the bills that I have that I pay get half of the amount now and half later on the second check, I take that out. The ones where I'm paying the entire bill, I take those and I leave it in my account so that I can pay that on the day that I get paid. And so now There is on this pad somewhere where you can put a check mark to make sure you pay for each thing. But I have to put like a little slash in there so I don't get confused and put like a tally mark in that box instead of for the hundreds. So that was one thing. If she was to, you know, accept any criticism, that box where you put the tally mark to make sure you cross it off, like once you've paid it, I would put that on the end. So I would have all of like, you know, the hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, 1s, and then the box to say that a check, I got it, you know, I paid it. And so now what we're doing is we're just putting all of the tally marks. And basically what you do is you have the amount of each thing that you want to pull out. And then you do the tally marks to say how many 100s you need, how many 5s you need, how many 10s, etc. So as you can see, I'm doing that right now. And then I started to count them. And I was like, you know what? I also realized that I didn't put the amounts by each category. And so you'll see me, I'll count all of these up, count all the tally marks up. And then I was like, I need to write the amounts down so I know exactly how much this is supposed to equal to. So as you can see, I write all of these amounts down. And then I'm going to use my calculator to calculate how much they all equal up to. And then you'll tally up the tally marks to see if those two numbers match. And so far, even though you guys haven't seen a video in quite some time, I've been getting it right the first time. So, very proud of myself. Give me a hand clap. Thank you. And so we're going to add all of those up. And I had to start over a few times because I've got fat, short fingers. And I kept pressing the wrong button on the calculator. So I'm like, okay, let me keep making sure I get it right so I don't mess up. Okay, and now we're going to add up the tally marks to make sure they equal the same amount, which I'm doing a voiceover, so I cannot quite see what that amount is right now. Now we just need to put it here. Ones, we've got 8. Oh, no. Well, let's just have to say like that. Guys, I thank you so much for tuning in. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we're gonna have some more videos coming up. More now. I'm planning stuff because I'm into planning. I just am, you know. And if something happens, then maybe, you know, if something happens, I'll do a vlog. I will say that there are some things that are coming up and you guys just may get a vlog or, you know, some type of video planning or budgeting or something. I'm just going to start posting whatever I want. And if you like it, please watch it. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. I'll catch you in my next one. Peace.